Why you keep manifesting almost money. The quantum gap explained. Stop everything and listen, because what I'm about to expose will finally explain the most frustrating pattern in your financial life, the one that's been driving you crazy for years. You keep getting so close to money, the opportunity that's about to pay off, the client who's ready to sign, the breakthrough that's just around the corner, but it never quite happens. You're perpetually in almost mode, constantly on the verge of financial success but never crossing the finish line. This isn't bad luck. This isn't the universe testing you. This isn't about your strategy being slightly off. Here's the truth that will transform everything. Almost success is a frequency, and it's trapping you in an endless loop. Right now, you're broadcasting what I call the almost frequency, a specific vibrational signature that manifests near misses, partial results, and promises that dissolve at the last moment. You're close enough to stay hopeful but far enough to remain frustrated. And this frequency will keep generating almosts until you understand what's creating it and how to shift it. The almost frequency operates through what I call the quantum gap, the vibrational distance between your conscious desire for money and your subconscious beliefs about money. Your conscious mind says, I want wealth, I'm working toward it, I'm ready for it. But deep in your subconscious, installed through childhood experiences and years of conditioning, there are beliefs that contradict your conscious desire. I'm not worthy. Money is dangerous. Success means loss. I can't handle more. These subconscious programs are broadcasting a completely different signal than your conscious intentions. You have split frequency, part of you saying yes to money, part of you saying no. When you broadcast split frequency, the quantum field delivers split results. Not complete failure, because your desire has power. Not complete success, because your blocks have more power. You get stuck in the middle, almost. Think of it like this. Imagine you're driving toward a destination with one foot on the gas pedal and one foot on the brake. You're moving forward, but slowly, inefficiently, with constant friction. You can see the destination getting closer, but you never quite reach it because the brake is engaged. That's exactly what the quantum gap does to your manifestations. Your conscious desire is the gas. It moves you toward money. Your subconscious blocks are the brake. They prevent you from actually arriving. You're trapped in motion without arrival, progress without completion, almost without done. And the most frustrating part is that you can see what you want right there in front of you, but no matter how much gas you give it, the brake keeps you from reaching it. This quantum gap isn't just theoretical, it creates specific, predictable patterns in your life. Clients who are interested but don't commit. Opportunities that look perfect but fall through. Money that's coming but gets redirected. Deals that are almost closed but collapse at the last minute. Circumstances that align 90% of the way but the final 10% never materializes. These aren't random events. These are the precise manifestation signature of split frequency. You're generating enough energy to create possibility, but not enough coherent alignment to create completion. The universe is responding perfectly to your split signal by giving you split results. Almost, but not quite. The people who manifest money easily and completely don't have a quantum gap, or they've closed theirs. All parts of them are broadcasting the same message. Yes to wealth, worthy of receiving, safe in abundance, capable of holding it. Their frequency is unified, so their results are complete. Your frequency is split, so your results are partial. This isn't about being broken or doing something wrong. It's about having an internal misalignment that you didn't even know existed. But now you do. And once you understand your quantum gap, what created it, how it maintains the almost frequency, and how to close it, you can finally shift from endless almosts to actual completions. I'm about to show you exactly what the quantum gap is, why almost success has become your default pattern, and the precise protocol for closing the gap so you start manifesting complete financial success instead of perpetual near misses. This is the missing piece. Let's close your gap. The anatomy of the quantum gap, understanding your split frequency. Let's break down exactly what the quantum gap is and how it creates the almost success pattern that's been frustrating you. The gap exists between different levels of your consciousness that are broadcasting contradictory signals about money. When these signals clash, you create split frequency that manifests partial results. Understanding each layer of the gap is crucial because you can't close what you don't clearly see. The first layer is conscious desire versus subconscious belief. Your conscious mind genuinely wants money. You think about it, visualize it, work toward it. But buried in your subconscious, installed before age 7 when your brain was absorbing everything without filters, there are beliefs that directly contradict your desire. Common subconscious blocks. I don't deserve wealth. Money causes problems. Rich people are bad. I'm not capable of handling abundance. Success means I'll lose love/connection/authenticity. These beliefs operate completely outside your awareness, broadcasting their signal constantly. Your conscious yes to money meets your subconscious no, creating a gap. The quantum field receives both and manifests in between. Almost success that honors both the desire and the block. The second layer is identity versus aspiration. Who you aspire to be, wealthy, successful, abundant, doesn't match who you identify as at your core. Your deep identity might be, I'm a struggling artist, or I'm not the business type, or I'm someone who never quite makes it. This identity was formed through years of experience and reinforced through repetition. When manifestations approach that would require you to become someone different than your core identity, your ego perceives threat. Your ego's job is maintaining identity consistency, so it sabotages anything that would force identity change. Success almost happens, but your identity pulls you back to maintain who you've always been. The gap between aspired identity and actual identity creates almosts that never threaten your sense of self. The third layer is nervous system state versus desired outcome. You desire wealth, which exists at a high frequency of ease, trust, and safety. But your nervous system has been conditioned through years of financial stress to associate money with danger. Whenever money situations arise, your nervous system automatically activates stress response, elevated cortisol, shallow breathing, anxiety, contraction. This physiological state broadcasts survival frequency, while your mind desires prosperity frequency. The gap between your somatic state and your conscious desire creates manifestations that match the average of both frequencies. Almost enough to survive on, not enough to thrive with. Your body won't allow full prosperity because it interprets abundance as unsafe based on past conditioning. The fourth layer is worthiness versus receiving capacity. You might consciously believe you deserve abundance, but when actual receiving moments approach, deep worthiness wounds activate. At the point where money is about to enter your hands, subconscious unworthiness whispers, "This is too good for me. I haven't earned this. I'm not really worth it." This creates a receiving block at the critical moment. The opportunity manifests, your desire created it. But right at the completion point, your worthiness gap triggers deflection, sabotage, or circumstances that prevent receipt. You get to almost receiving, but the worthiness gap won't let you cross into actual possession. The fifth layer is safety versus expansion. Your current financial level, no matter how uncomfortable, feels safe to your nervous system because it's familiar. More money means expansion beyond your comfort zone into unknown territory. Your subconscious associates the unknown with danger. So you consciously want expansion while your subconscious resists it for safety. This creates a gap where manifestations approach your expansion edge but can't cross it because your safety mechanisms activate. Almost happens because almost keeps you in familiar territory. Actual completion would require crossing into the unsafe unknown, which your subconscious prevents. You're trapped at the edge of your comfort zone in perpetual almost. These 5 layers, conscious versus subconscious, aspiration versus identity, mental versus somatic, desire versus worthiness, expansion versus safety, work together to create your quantum gap. Each layer is broadcasting a different signal. The conscious layers say yes to money. The subconscious layers say no or not yet. The resulting split frequency manifests in the gap between yes and no, almost. Not complete no, so opportunities appear. Not complete yes, so they don't complete. Just endless, frustrating, almost that keeps you striving without arriving. The almost frequency in action. recognizing your patterns. Now let's identify the specific ways your quantum gap manifests as almost success patterns. These aren't separate problems, they're all expressions of the same split frequency. Recognizing these patterns helps you see your gap in action so you can consciously interrupt it. Pattern 1. The vanishing opportunity. Possibilities appear that seem perfect. You get excited. Things progress. It feels real this time. But right when it's about to close, contract signing, payment transferring, deal finalizing, something makes it evaporate. The client disappears. The deal falls through. The money goes elsewhere. This is your gap manifesting clearly. Your conscious desire attracted the opportunity, yes. Your subconscious blocks prevented completion, no. Result: almost but not done. The opportunity got far enough to validate your hope, but your gap stopped it before it could challenge your deeper programming about deserving, safety, or identity. Pattern 2. The insufficient result. You manifest money, but not enough. You get clients, but not ideal ones. You achieve success, but partial. Everything you create is incomplete, inadequate, or compromised. This is your gap calibrating your results to match your split frequency. Your conscious desire pulls for abundance, your subconscious blocks push back, and you manifest exactly what the gap allows. Not enough. Your split frequency creates split results, some success to honor your desire, some limitation to honor your blocks. Almost enough becomes your consistent reality because almost is what your gap generates. Pattern 3. The last-minute collapse. Everything aligns perfectly. All pieces are in place. Success seems inevitable. Then, at the absolute last moment, one thing blocks everything. Someone backs out. A critical detail fails. An unexpected obstacle appears from nowhere. This is your gap creating sabotage exactly at the completion point. Your subconscious allowed everything to progress because progress doesn't threaten your programming. But completion would require you to expand beyond your gap, crossing into new identity, greater worthiness, unfamiliar territory. At that moment, your protection mechanisms activate and create the last-minute block that keeps you in almost. Pattern 4. The perpetual pivot. Every time you get close to breakthrough in one direction, circumstances force you to change direction. Just when your business is taking off, something requires you to pivot. Just when you're about to succeed in your career, you have to shift focus. You're constantly redirecting, constantly starting over, never sustaining momentum long enough to complete. This is your gap preventing the sustained focus that would lead to breakthrough. Your subconscious creates forced pivots right before completion because actual success would challenge your identity, worthiness, or safety programming. Pivot before breakthrough keeps you in perpetual, almost without ever reaching done. Pattern 5. The energy drain cycle. You work incredibly hard on something. Pour in massive effort. Get close to success. It falls apart. You're depleted. You rest briefly. Another opportunity appears. You invest again. Close to success again. Falls apart again. This exhausting cycle repeats endlessly. Your gap creates this pattern because almost success keeps you engaged and trying, but the gap prevents completion that would require you to expand beyond your programming. You're trapped on a treadmill of almosts, working hard but never arriving, because your split frequency can only manifest partial results. Pattern 6. The comparison pain. You watch others succeed at exactly what you're attempting. They break through where you get stuck. They complete where you almost. They manifest fully while you manifest partially. This isn't about them being better or more deserving. It's about them not having your specific quantum gap. Their frequency is more unified in that area, so they manifest completions. Your frequency is split, so you manifest almosts. The comparison is painful because you can clearly see it's possible, you're just not getting it. The reason is your gap. Close it, and you join them in completions. These 6 patterns, vanishing opportunities, insufficient results, last-minute collapses, perpetual pivots, energy drain cycles, and comparison pain, all stem from the same source, your quantum gap broadcasting split frequency. They're not different problems requiring different solutions. They're all the same problem expressed in different ways. The solution isn't working harder, trying new strategies, or finding better opportunities. The solution is closing the quantum gap so your frequency becomes unified and your manifestations become complete. The quantum gap closing protocol, from split to unified frequency. Now the exact protocol for closing your quantum gap so you shift from almost success to complete success. This isn't about positive thinking or working harder. This is systematic alignment of all levels of your consciousness so split frequency becomes unified frequency. Practice these daily for 60 days to close your gap. Step 1. Gap mapping, 10 minutes. You must see your gap clearly. Sit quietly. Think of a specific, almost success you've experienced. Ask, what did I consciously want? Write it. Then ask, what might my subconscious believe that prevented it? Example, I wanted the client to sign, but I subconsciously believe I don't deserve high-paying clients. Write it. Then, what identity keeps me from this? I'm someone who struggles. What does my body fear about this success? Unfamiliar territory feels unsafe. What worthiness wound might block receiving? I'm not really good enough. You're mapping your gap, seeing all the layers where your frequency splits. This awareness is essential for closing it. Step 2. Subconscious belief realignment, 10 minutes daily. Your subconscious blocks are half of your split frequency. You must reprogram them. Take the primary limiting belief from your gap map. Speak it. I notice I hold the belief that limiting belief. Question it. Is this objectively true? Usually no, it's just old programming. Replace it. The truth is empowering belief. Example, the truth is I am worthy of abundance. My value is inherent and unlimited. Repeat the new truth 20 times with conviction and feeling. Do this daily for at least 21 days for the same belief to overwrite the old program. As your subconscious aligns with your conscious desire, half the gap closes. Step 3. Identity reconstruction, 10 minutes daily. Your identity keeps you in almost. You must reconstruct it to match your aspiration. Define your new identity clearly. I am someone who completes what I start. I am someone who manifests fully. I am someone who breaks through, not someone who almost makes it. Speak this with absolute conviction. Then embody it physically. Stand, move, breathe as this identity. Hold this embodied identity state for 5 minutes while repeating your declaration. You're installing new identity programming that removes the identity layer of your gap. Do this daily until the new identity feels more real than the old one. Step 4. Nervous system safety recoding, 10 minutes daily. Your nervous system associates money with danger, creating somatic resistance. You must recode it to feel safe with wealth. Visualize recent, almost success. Notice where you feel the block in your body, usually chest, stomach, or throat. Breathe into that sensation. Now visualize that scenario completing fully. Notice the discomfort that arises. This is your nervous system saying, unsafe. Keep breathing into it. Speak, it is safe for me to complete. It is safe for me to succeed fully. Completion supports my survival, it doesn't threaten it. Continue until the uncomfortable sensation softens. Repeat daily with different scenarios to recalibrate your nervous system to safety in completion instead of safety in almost. Step 5. Worthiness expansion, 10 minutes daily. Your worthiness wounds create receiving blocks. You must expand your receiving capacity. Stand in receiving position, arms open, palms up. Speak, I am deeply worthy of complete success. I deserve full manifestations, not partial. I am enough for everything I desire. Visualize abundance flowing into your open hands, money, opportunities, success, and practice receiving it without deflecting. Hold the receiving posture and feeling for 5 minutes while breathing deeply. Let worthiness fill every cell. This practice trains you to remain open at the completion point instead of contracting from unworthiness. Step 6. Completion embodiment, 10 minutes daily. You must teach your system what complete success feels like. Visualize a current goal completing fully, not almost, but totally done. The contract signed. The money received. The success manifested completely. Feel the completion emotions, satisfaction, relief, joy, accomplishment. Embody these physically. Move your body as someone who just completed something significant. Hold this completion state for 10 minutes. You're creating an energetic template for done that your system can recognize and move toward instead of stopping at almost. Completion becomes familiar, almost becomes foreign. These 6 steps, mapping, belief realignment, identity reconstruction, nervous system recoding, worthiness expansion, and completion embodiment, practiced consistently for 60 days, systematically close every layer of your quantum gap. As the gap closes, split frequency becomes unified. When all parts of you broadcast the same message, yes to wealth, worthy of receiving, safe in success, identified as completer, the quantum field responds with completions instead of almosts. Living without the gap. From almost to done. Let's explore life after closing your quantum gap, when you've shifted from split frequency creating almosts to unified frequency creating completions. This transformation changes everything because you finally have internal alignment that produces external results. The first change is completion momentum. After years of almosts, you suddenly start completing things. Opportunities don't vanish, they close. Clients don't ghost, they commit. Money doesn't redirect, it arrives. This happens because your gap closed. All parts of you are now saying yes, so manifestations can finish instead of stopping at almost. The first completion after years of almosts feels surreal, but it becomes your new normal as unified frequency consistently produces done instead of almost. Success builds on success because you can finally sustain momentum without gap-generated sabotage. The second change is energy efficiency. Before, you exhausted yourself in the almost cycle. Massive effort for partial results, depletion starting over. After closing the gap, your energy produces actual completions that energize you for the next thing. You're not wasting effort on almosts that evaporate. You invest energy, it manifests completion, which gives you energy for more. The drain cycle breaks. You work with natural rhythms instead of against internal resistance. Same or less effort produces exponentially better results because your unified frequency isn't creating friction. The third change is last-minute ease instead of last-minute blocks. Before, the final moment always brought the obstacle. After, the final moment brings the ease that ensures completion. Details align. Pieces fall into place. What felt like walking through mud at the finish line now feels like being carried across it. Your unified frequency supports completion at every stage, including the critical last moment that used to trigger sabotage. Your subconscious is aligned with finishing, so it creates ease instead of obstacles. The fourth change is full manifestations instead of partial ones. Before, everything was insufficient. Not enough money, not quite right, almost what you wanted. After, you manifest completely, the right amount, the right fit, exactly what you desired. You're no longer manifesting in the gap between want and won't allow. You're manifesting from unified alignment, which delivers whole results instead of partial ones. Enough becomes your reality instead of almost enough. Complete becomes your standard instead of incomplete. The fifth change is self-trust and commitment depth. Before, you hesitated to fully commit because past experience taught you that things don't complete. After closing the gap, you trust yourself to finish what you start. This trust allows you to commit more deeply, which creates better results, which strengthens trust further. You start bigger projects because you know you'll complete them. You invest more fully because completion is your expectation. This self-trust transforms what you're willing to attempt and achieve. Perhaps most importantly, you develop what I call completion consciousness, the identity of someone who finishes. You're no longer someone who almost makes it. You're someone who gets it done. This identity shift changes everything about how you approach goals. You expect completion, so you create it. The almost frequency that trapped you for years dissolves completely, replaced by done frequency that produces consistent, complete, satisfying results. Here's the truth: almost success is a frequency, and it's been trapping you in an endless loop of near misses. But it's not permanent. It's just your quantum gap broadcasting split frequency. And gaps can be closed. You've mapped yours. You understand how it creates almosts. You have the protocol for closing it. Now commit to 60 days of daily practice: belief realignment, identity reconstruction, nervous system recoding, worthiness expansion, completion embodiment. Close every layer of your gap. Unify your frequency. Stop accepting almost. Almost is just the manifestation of your internal misalignment. Close the gap, and almost transforms into done. Opportunities complete. Money arrives. Success manifests fully. You finally break through instead of perpetually approaching breakthrough. Your split frequency becomes unified. Your partial results become complete. Your almosts become dones. Close your quantum gap. Shift your frequency. Welcome to the completion reality. Your complete success is waiting on the other side of your gap.